You know, folks, without question, the coronavirus pandemic has affected us all. Young, old, rich, poor, famous, and not so famous. For Pahokee native and former NFL wide receiver Anquan Boldin, the global crisis has already canceled his annual golf tournament and put other parts of his community outreach through his Q81 Foundation on hold. I spoke with Boldin via FaceTime today to get an idea of how he and his family are coping during this time and to find out how he is continuing to do his part to give back to the community, albeit from a distance. Well, first off, Anquan, thank you so much for hanging out with us on FaceTime. I want to start by asking just how are you and your family doing right now?
We're doing pretty good. It's a tough time for everyone. We're all confined to our homes. But I think the most important thing is people being safe, to make sure that we kind of flatten this curve and, making sure that as many people stay as healthy as possible. So it's a tough time for everybody, so I can't complain.
Yeah. There's a lot going on when it comes to the NFL right now because the NFL seems like it hasn't really missed a beat. Obviously, there are things that are not happening. People were not being able to go get their workouts of free agents or anything like that. What do you think about the upcoming draft, though, about them still holding the draft and not being able to see some of these players up close and personal?
Well, I think it's going to be a tough situation for all involved. You're still trying to have the draft, but like you said, doctors haven't been able to see guys, put their hands on them. Coaches, staffs haven't been able to kind of hold conversation with guys and have them in the building and get a feel for them. So it's kind of tough to draft that way. But, if you're going to continue on this way, you have to – it's pretty much a crapshoot at this point because you don't really know what you're getting. Only thing you can really do is watch film and go by the word of other people. When you're talking about players' character.
When it comes to the Q81 Foundation, this would typically be a busier time for you guys. This would be the time where you'd be having your golf tournament and then you'd be ramping up for your big weekend in the summer. What's the status of what's happening with the foundation right now as far as your events are concerned?
Yeah, for us, we've had to make adjustments like everybody else. Like you said, the golf tournament is usually in the month of April. Obviously, we had to cancel that. And coming up, we don't know how we're going to make the announcement as regard to scholarships. We're still going to do it, but we just don't know if schools will be having graduation. So we don't know if we'll be able to attend, but we'll find some kind of way to notify the winners.
So has the scholarship application, has the deadline passed or are potential applicants still able to apply?
Yes, we pushed the deadline back because of what's going on. So applicants can still apply at this time. Like I said, it's an unusual time for all of us. We're all having to adjust accordingly. So we'll see how things work out.
Is there a place where we can send applicants if they want to still apply for the scholarship? And will that tell them who is eligible? Or can you tell us who's eligible and then how they can apply?
Yes. Anybody who wants to get in contact with us can go to q81.org. That's the Anquan Boldin Foundation. And all kids in Palm Beach County are able to apply, all high school students in Palm Beach County. If you go to the website, all of the information is up, and you just follow the directions from there.
Why did you feel like it was important to still be able to do that for any of the applicants? Because at this point, nobody really knows what's going to happen from day to day, let alone are kids going to be able to start college in the fall or anything like that?
Yeah, we thought that it was still important. To continue on in that way. For us, we hope, it's our hope that, life gets back to normal in the next coming months. Like you said, we don't know for certain what the future holds. Only God knows that. But, for us, we want to plan in hopes of, the future being brighter. We hope that this epidemic passes. We hope that, the least amount of people are affected as possible and one day hopefully get back to life as normal. But like I said, we don't know yet.
And finally, how are you doing as the teacher now? Or are you leaving all the teaching to Dion?
I'll say this. I know, teachers were, going on strike previously to this. Whenever school does get back in, we as parents, whenever teachers, want to get paid more, we as parents need to be on the front line with them, making sure that they get every dime that they're owed. Because, they are the real heroes.
Yeah.
For us as parents having to, take on that task and be teachers at home, for me, I like it because it gives me a chance to spend more time with my kids. But I definitely say that those teachers are definitely underpaid.